What's up guys, Hero Vortex here and I'm back here with another FNF theory, and for today we'll talk about a strange update that only appears in the TikTok version of the FNF Pit Stop 2 trailer. So let's get started. Well, so far we don't know that much about this update, so everything I'm going to say in this video is going to be what I think is going to happen in the Madness update. And I have a ton of ideas on what could happen, so here's my theory. Madness is a new level in story mode where you play as Hank J. Wibbleton. The reason why I think this is pretty simple is because of the name of the update, Madness, due to the fact that Hank originates from a franchise called Madness Combat, so we can obviously put 2 and 2 together and assume that our favorite Nevadian is involved in this in some way. And the reason why I think that Madness is a level is due to the fact that we know that not every level in FNF will be a week due to the existence of Weekend 1 and Special Collab 1. Also, since Phantom Arcade put emphasis on the word levels when talking about the plan to add new original characters to the base game.
Is next week going to be another NG cameo and original? The next level will be an original character. The next levels will be original characters.
Which further confirms that not all levels are weeks. And also, I personally believe that every playable character will have their own level where they are the main character, just like how Pico was the main character of Weekend 1 before he became playable in the next update. Especially since Phantom Arcade said that he wants all the playable characters to receive as much attention as BF and Pico, but it won't be as much as the special treatment these two receive. So we can assume that Pico and BF will appear in more levels compared to the other playable characters. Each of every other playable character will probably only have one level where they are playable, which could explain why the level is called Madness and not Madness 1.
Cyber LA Dog to the dollar. Yo Dave, what up? Question, will other NG/OG content have as much spotlight as Pico? I love Pico as much as the next guy, but I love to see the stories from others also keep up. Also keep up the good work. My dyslexic ass, who inspire me every day long. Definitely there will be other characters who get a lot of attention and love. Like a lot of attention and love. I think Pico's almost kind of worked his way up to being this, I don't know, he's kind of just slotted nicely as their pal that they fucking hang out with, who just is kind of like around. This mystic pal who they just can't fucking get rid of, I guess. So he's kind of grown to kind of get like more attention in the story, I guess. He was originally intended to just show up and be gone, but the way that like it's just kind of writing bit by bit, he's around. So maybe other people won't get maybe as much attention, that they might not be as like long standing as him, but like there are definitely other characters that already have a fat chunk of shit made for them that I think it, you know, it won't always just be boyfriend girlfriend show. Like other characters, they'll get their time to shine. They'll get their fun. B-Man.
Okay, now that we know that Madness might be a level, we can now start trying to guess what the plot of said level will be. Okay, so I have two candidates for who can be a perfect opponent for Hank in Madness. My first choice is a fan favorite character from the Madness Combat franchise, and he is the main opponent of one of the most popular FNF mods made by the community, Tricky the Clown. It would make sense for the FNF devs to put one of the main antagonists of Madness Combat as the opponent of a Madness Combat focused level. And yeah, I know FNF fans already did their own take on Madness Combat before, but that doesn't mean the official devs can do their own take on a tricky level. After all, Dave said this when someone asked if any mods ruined any of the team's chances to do something unique in the base game.
Any characters that have been deconfirmed for funking because of mods? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything a mod has done that I feel like impedes upon something I wanted to do.
So even though one of the most popular FNF mods of all time stars Tricky as an opponent, it still wouldn't stop the team from making Tricky an opponent of one of the game's levels. Heck, it would be awesome if the devs would reference versus Tricky in Madness, as it would be some serious fan service if they did it, since every FNF fan hopes that the devs make at least one of the mods canon, even if it's something as small as an Easter egg or referencing one of the song's leitmotifs. Heck, if they did acknowledge the mod, the whole FNF community would lose their minds. But I doubt it since we're still yet to see the devs add a reference of a mod in the base game. The closest things we had of that happening is when gameplay of mods was shown during the Kickstarter video, and when they talked about the Sky Reborn mod in the description for the mobile port. But I guess we'll have to wait and see for now. But I think I'm done yapping about Tricky in this video, because it's about time I started talking about my other candidate for the opponent of Madness, and that person's name is the Auditor. The Auditor is the main big bad of the Madness Combat series, so it would make perfect sense for the main villain of the series to challenge Hank in a one-off level, because the only Madness content I think we'll ever get in the base game other than the level Madness itself will probably just be Hank mixes, non-Hank character mixes for the songs featured in Madness, and of course Erect remixes for Madness. So the team will be in a situation where they kind of have no choice to make the one level storylines for other playable characters like Hank feel epic enough to be on the same level as the Weeks and Weekends, which have longer stories compared to them. As I feel like this would help Madness distinguish itself from versus Tricky if the devs do go down this route. So I feel like the Auditor would be the perfect opponent for this level.